Hi everyone, and welcome back to the Very Green Lockdown. I'm Chloe and this is day 15 of our video series about helping the environment. As it's the halfway point, I thought it'd be a good time to reflect on what we've seen so far and think about the most important thing that we can do to help with climate change, which is raise our voice and spread the message. There's some different ways that you can do this, and I'm going to run through 4 main themes. Getting involved in your community, spreading the word with your friends and family and in your personal network, joining in on national and local campaigns, and also getting political. So, number 1, getting involved in the community. So it's a really great way to set an example to others by really getting out there and getting involved in local community groups and efforts. And there's a lot of groups out there that are there to benefit protecting the environment, such as litter pick groups that look after rivers, but also beaches. I've been on a few beach cleanups, and litter picking can be quite an addictive thing once you get going, and fairly fun as well, and you meet people that are similar to you, so it can be an enjoyable experience. Another type of community group which I've been involved in is Good Gym, which is actually a running group where you can run as a group to a location, do some good work such as litter picking but other things as well, and then run back to your beginning. So you're getting exercise as well as doing something good. Next, spreading the word to your friends and family. It can still be kind of uncomfortable to talk to friends and family about protecting the environment and climate change, because a lot of people are still quite closed off to it. But if you educate yourself through videos like these and through other sources available, then you will be able to confidently approach friends and family and give them small snippets and small bites of information about climate change and things that they might want to consider changing, and maybe highlight to them where there are issues with the brands they're using that they might not be aware of. Number 3, joining in on public campaigns. Now, there are so many different public campaigns, and there is really a full calendar of events out there about climate change and the various LinkedIn issues, and I will put some events on the public description below so that you can have a look at what the different campaigns are that you can get involved in. For example, at the moment in January, Veganuary is happening, which obviously has an impact on climate change, the consumption of meat. So it might be the sort of campaign that you might want to get involved in and show your support on. But there's so many different ones out there for you as an individual or a business. For businesses, there is the Race to Zero campaign that they can get involved in, which is all around businesses getting on board to try and meet these zero carbon emission targets. There's also a campaign coming up in February by the Climate Coalition, which is called Share the Love, based on the fact that it's going to be around Valentine's Day, and anyone can get involved in this campaign, and there's lots of materials on their website to tell you what you can do and how you can get involved, and again I'll put the link in the description. And the last thing you can do, of course, is getting political. It's about becoming more educated about the policies that parties are putting forward regarding environmental issues. I advise everyone to look more closely at the policies that the party you're interested in voting for are putting forward, and really consider whether or not those policies are good enough for the type of changes that we need so urgently. You can also obviously sign petitions. Those come through regularly on parliament.uk, link in the description. And there's always different petitions coming forward that affect the environment, so definitely keep an eye out for things like that and actively try and look at what might be of interest to you and the general challenge of climate change. And again, just being aware of political events happening. For example, in the beginning of the 30-day series, I mentioned COP26, which is being held in November in the UK in Glasgow this year. So really important event, and it's worth keeping an eye on what happens in that event and seeing how we might be able to connect in with it and be part of the discussion, raise awareness to people that that is happening. And finally, the most obvious thing that comes to mind often when people think about climate activism is protests. And if it's something that you're interested in, there are so many protests out there that you can get involved in. There is the Youth Strike for Climate, which are the younger people who have stayed off school so that they can protest for better climate change policies. But there is also Extinction Rebellion, which you've probably heard of. In September, there will be the Global Climate Strike, and that brings together the youth strikers and adult strikers to do one major strike to fight climate change and bring more awareness to the issue. And if that's something you're interested in, I would definitely encourage you to have a look at the various groups below that you can get involved in. And even if you don't want to go protesting, you should still find ways of showing your support by raising awareness of the issues, raising awareness that these protests are happening and that these events are happening, and showing support through social media and other forms. That's my talk on raising your voice today, guys. I hope you found it useful, and I hope you find the links below of interest and feel more confident through these 30 days to be able to raise issues about climate change and other environmental problems and be able to discuss it within your networks. I'll see you back again tomorrow for day 16. Bye.